It's that part of the evening where we're just going to have just a few formal words to acknowledge what is a very important day for someone who's cherished by all of us. My name's Dominic Johnson. I'm a friend of Kate's, and I've been given the pleasurable task of being the MC for tonight. With that responsibility came some instructions. So I'm just going to work my way through those first, and then I'm going to introduce just a few people to say some words about our beloved Kate. So just in terms of how the night's going to unfold, there will be some more dancing and an opportunity for some more music from our very good bush band, who are currently having a bit of food. After the formalities, I believe we have the luxury of using this venue to about 11 p.m. and then everybody is invited and encouraged to go along to somewhere which isn't actually mentioned on this piece of paper. What's it called? Honey's, which is on the corner of Park and Clarendon Street, which is in walking distance from here. Or yeah, okay, so it's a short stroll from here. So if you feel so inclined, when we're kicked out of here at 11 p.m, you've got somewhere to retire to. In addition, we've got Lou. Is Lou here at the moment somewhere? Hi Lou, she's waving over there, and she's going to be singing us a song later, and I think there's going to be a cake as well, which Kate's mother is going to bring out and maybe say a few words as well. So before I get going, I just thought I'd remind everybody that today actually is Kate's birthday, so she's 40 today. And I guess as I was putting a few words together, I was told to keep it, in fact actually after I put the few words together I was told to keep it pretty clean, bearing in mind that Kate's family was going to be here. So I'll just read out the bits I feel comfortable having left in, that I don't think were too blue. And those bits are Kate, 7, feather, Kleenex, sleeping. What I would like to tell you is a little anecdote that Kate's mother actually told me surrounding Kate's birth. As you may well know, Kate at the time of her birth had 3 older brothers who were very excited about the fact they now had a little sister to love and to cherish. And someone who was no less excited was, of course, Kate's mother herself, who, having had 3 boys, was overjoyed that she now had a little girl, to the extent that she would continually wake up in the night in the hospital and scream out, "I've had a little girl, thank God I've had a little girl." This was causing some problems in the hospital, and ultimately she had to be sedated to deal with that overwhelming joy. Kate has many fine qualities, of which I'm sure you're all aware, and we're going to hear about some of those. So the first person I'd like to come and speak and introduce is my wife Samantha, who I understand is now going to be supported by Kerry. We're going to say just a few words about Kate.
Move back into the light.
My turn.
Oh, thanks, Jane. A lot of caveats had been put on what we could talk about tonight with Kate, and that's made me very nervous. So I've invited Kerry, and Kate wants Kerry to come up and speak tonight, and we're going to totally disregard all of the caveats because I really couldn't come up with anything other than all of the things I wasn't allowed to talk about. And first of all, I would like to just see in the audience who has had a similar experience to me in meeting Kate. And I met Kate I did. I was thinking about what to say tonight, and I went back 10 years ago thinking, when did I first meet Kate? I first met Kate in her apartment in Cremorne, in her double bed. Is there anyone else who first met Kate in her double bed? And then I was thinking, I can't talk about that, because when was the next moment I met Kate? The next moment I met Kate was at one of the Roundtree Street parties in a double bed. I met Kate. Then I met Kate again in a double bed. I think it was in Evans Street. And then I think I met Kate in a double bed somewhere else in Sydney. And then on and on and on and on. Who has ever been at the end of the night in a double bed with Kate? Quite a few of us. And so my resounding memories of Kate over the 10 years that I've known her have been that we've gone out, we've been dancing, it's been fabulous. I know that Kate loves to dance, we all love to dance. And at the end of the night we end up in a bed with many people talking about the meaning of life. And that would have to be one of the strongest memories that I have of Kate. And I thank her very much for that, because I love dancing and I love talking about the meaning of life. And I love everything else that's associated with events that
just come over this way a little bit.
Oh, we have to move again.
Yeah. We lost a light there.
We're not breaking the crystal, we're breaking the spotlights. And so I think Kate's great. And I was thinking about all of the things, what could I compare Kate to? And it was all very stupid, and I've talked to heaps of people tonight, so I'm not going to go over that I compared Kate to the Mona Lisa in the Louvre in Paris. But what I would like to say is that I think Kate is a very intense, passionate individual, and I really love that about you, Kate. And I love the fact that you're very vulnerable. And I think that one of the things that I've really got from you throughout the 10 years that we've known each other is that that's an okay thing to do. It's okay to be vulnerable, and in fact it's beautiful to be vulnerable. And one of the most confronting but beautiful things I think you've ever said to me is that, Samantha, I love you for all of your faults, not despite all of your faults. And being the eternally optimistic soul that I am, I took that as a compliment. But I think that that's very much about you, Kate. That I think that you're very accepting and tolerant of people's foibles and their faults. And I think that you want people to be the same to you. And I think that you're a wonderful, rich, vibrant, beautiful, passionate, intense individual. And I think all of the people here tonight are here because they love that about you. And so, happy 40th, darling.